Alright, are we good now? Have we established connection? I hate Spectrum. I hate it. Right as ad break started, I'm just like, really? Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, I just needed to disconnect and reconnect Firebot just in case. But yes, for those that are here, if you would like, please refresh. That way viewership counts. And it doesn't sound delayed or anything. I mean, yeah, the timing could have been worse, but still. That's a pain in the ass. Alright. And now we're going to be forced into another ad break because I can only snooze it for upwards of 15 minutes. So I apologize for those who waited for me to come back. We have ads starting here in about 45 seconds. I do apologize. I'm going to swap back on over to my BRB screen. Wait for ads to run through again. Let me put some words on stream up. And I'll be back once the ad break is finished. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that, everyone. I was not anticipating my internet being like, screw you. You're not allowed. I don't know, are we back? Am I sure? Alright, let me turn off autopilot. Oh wait, I didn't even turn it on. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. Alright. Now, we get to explore the bad ending. Yeah, I didn't expect the unexpected. Okay, we ran away with Amane last time. Now to run away separately and see what happens. We're in no position to have a debate about this. Amane, please, try to understand. This is the only thing we can do right now. It's the strategy that leaves us the highest possibility of surviving. Okay, good girl. I'll be the decoy and run to the right. You break in the opposite direction once he follows. Got it? Break time's over. Get running, huh? The man's got no patience. Listen to me, Amane. Focus on keeping yourself alive. Don't even think about giving up. I'm not Kazuki. I'm going to survive this, and I'm going to hold you in my arms again. The only thing you need to do is believe in me and run. Understand? Run? I've been running for a very long time now, from many things. I ran away from this mountain, deserting my friends. I ran away from those who blamed me, hiding myself from their eyes. I ran from my own guilty conscience, using Yuji as my refuge. If Yuji thinks he can protect me by pretending to flee, I can do the same for him. No matter what, I'll never run again. This time, it's my turn. I'll get Yuji out of here alive. But to achieve that, I need a way to fight back. I need a weapon. That said, we left all our luggage back at the monument. And even then, we hadn't packed anything that might serve as a weapon. A rock or tree branch off the ground would probably be more effective. What do I do? As I move my hand through the pocket of my jeans in search of anything useful, my fingertips brush against a folded sheet of paper. The memo Kazuki left with me all those years ago. And on the final page, there was a roughly sketched map to the hidden stash we'd been planning to unearth. Is this about to prove to be in handy? What did Kazuki leave behind for me? When I was in trouble, Kazuki would always save me. For some reason, I feel like she's going to help me one last time. To be perfectly honest, I can understand how Captain Sakashi's father feels. Sometimes the pain of losing someone you love can prove simply unendurable. Rationally, he knew that it was nothing but a cruel accident. For a while, he accepted that, but I understand why he came to despise me. The one and only survivor of that nightmare. Why did I survive? Why not his daughter? What was so different about us, that our fates had diverged so sharply? No surprise that he might conclude I was a coward, a traitor, a monster. It was the most comforting possible interpretation. Maybe the only one he could bear to accept. That comforting bitterness slowly twisted his thoughts, until at last Suo Amane murdered my daughter became his truth. For years and years, that hatred built up in a dark corner of his mind, fed by misery and pain, given no outlet, no relief. With the spark of my classmate's message, it must have simply exploded. Unable to endure the overwhelming sorrow of his daughter's death, he transformed it all into hatred against me. That powerful anger gave him the strength to crawl out from the depths of despair. Just as I used Yuji to bury my pain, that man found refuge in his loathing for me. I understand. I really, truly do. All too well. But even so... After reaching the spot indicated on Kazuki's map, I begin to dig into the earth using a tree branch. Every time I thrust into the rocky ground, the rough branch pierces my palm with painful splinters. Even so, I push it into the earth again and again, begging for help.
Kazuki, 助けて。ユージがピンチなんだよ。ねえ、お願い、助けてよ。
The stash isn't buried as deeply as I'd expected. Soon enough, a dirty blue cooler emerges from the earth. This was something that had to belong to the basketball club. We'd searched the overturned bus high and low for it, but never found it. We'd ended up deciding it must have gone flying out of a window as we tumbled down the cliff, but...
カズキが隠し持っていたんだ。
After years buried beneath the earth, the words Akizono Private Academy Basketball Club that we'd written on the side in permanent marker have faded into an illegible smudge. Yeah, words. Thank you for the hydrate. But other than that, the plastic box doesn't seem to have been damaged.
一体何が入っているの、カズキ。
I snap open the buckles that were locking the cooler's lid in place and gently swing it open.
これは。
Inside, I find a large quantity of dirty water that must have leaked through the cracks in the lid, a single kitchen knife, and a plastic Tupperware container. Other than that, there's nothing but soggy garbage decayed beyond recognition.
この包丁は。
I remember it well. This is the knife I pointed at my neck on that day, the knife Kazuki gently took from my shaking hands. Why is this here? Whatever the case, I have a weapon now. The only other item that hasn't rotted away to nothing is the opaque white piece of Tupperware. When I take the damp plastic container in my hand and give it a tentative shake, something inside makes a dry rustling sound.
なんだろう。
Offering a silent prayer to nothing in particular, I slowly peel off the lid, by now half fused to the container below. Inside, there's a folded sheet of white notebook paper.
また手紙。
With trembling hands, I unfold the letter and begin to read. To my dear best friend, Stuo Amane. First of all, congratulations on getting out alive. If you're reading this letter, I expect several years have passed since the accident, and you're finally beginning to calm down and face up to what occurred here. I'm sure you opened this box in search of answers, an explanation of the events after your escape. Therefore, I'll now give you the executive summary. Everyone died from illness. Surprised? Well, I should think so. Very well then, I'll give you a short rundown of the particulars. The trigger of these events, that is to say, the ultimate cause of their deaths, was eating improperly prepared meat. Any animal carries its share of dangerous bacteria and germs within its body, and I'm afraid this one was consumed under unsanitary conditions. As a result, the group experienced an abrupt outbreak of acute internal disease. Symptoms included shivers, vertigo, fatigue, as well as diarrhea and the dehydration that accompanied it. Within 2 to 4 days of sickening, nearly all were dead. The one who truly saved your life might have well been the germs swarming over that meat. But I know your gentle heart. I'm sure you're giving all the credit to your dear friend Kazami Kazuki, who offered up her body to protect you. I'm sure you've offered me many tearful thanks. Therefore, I've got a favor to ask of you. If my little brother has lost his way, if he's suffering alone, I want you to find him and help him. My Yuji is a cowardly little crybaby. His kindness is about all he has going for him. A bit of a hopeless boy, really. Even so, he's my one and only brother, and I love him very much. Leaving him is my only regret. If Yuji happens to be standing next to you as you read this, he's a very fortunate young man. He needs a reliable woman by his side. He's the sort who can't manage anything alone. If possible, I'd like you to watch over my little brother forever. Well then, so long as we're both alive, let's meet again somewhere, someday. Respectfully yours, the greatest friend of your life, Kazami Kazuki. Yes? If by some chance you currently find yourself in a life or death situation, take the attached kitchen knife and please do your best to eliminate the threat by your own power. I will no longer save you. Believe in a happier tomorrow. If necessary, fight for it. I firmly believe that you're capable of blazing your own path forward.
なんだよ、これ。
What does this mean? In the end, what happened to Kazuki? I mean, when did she even write this? Hey, are you alive or are you dead? Which is it, Kazuki? And how could she possibly know my situation this precisely? Was she even human? Monster feels a lot more convincing right now.
やっぱり 撃にはかなわないな。
I have no idea when she wrote this letter or why. But there's one thing and one thing only I understand very clearly. I understand, Kazuki. Your wish has always been my command.
ユージは絶対に私が守るから。絶対だよ、カズキ。
Why do I have a feeling this is going to end very badly? Why are you biting down on my Ethernet cable? I need that. If you just really yeehaw, oh my god.
どうしたもっと元気に逃げ回らなきゃ面白くねえだろうが。
Ah, shut the hell up already. Seriously, give me a damn break here. He may be batshit, but the man's still a hell of a hunter. He's playing with me. It's unbelievably frustrating to know that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Whenever I slow my pace to try and observe his approach, a gunshot instantly rings out, bursting apart a tree a few feet ahead and showering me in sharp fragments of wood. I've been looking to take advantage of the reload time required after every 2 shots, but he's been reloading after every blast, always leaving at least 1 bullet loaded as insurance against the counterattack. Normally, dropping low and crawling concealed along the muddy ground might be the better plan, but it wouldn't do much good here. The guy's got a shotgun. Even a haphazard shot in my general direction has a good chance of hitting me. Given the smallest opening, I could take measures to fight back directly, but after every shot, Sakashita melts back into the thick green forest. He's slowly, methodically pushing me into a corner, without the briefest moment of carelessness. Feels like I'm a boxer getting a kick to the face every time I try to pull myself up off the canvas. He's not letting me do a thing. Bastard. Cursing is about the most I can do. Helps with the stress, but very little else. Since drawing Sakashita's attention, I've been grazed by the shotgun's blast numerous times. By now, I'm covered in fresh gunshot wounds, bleeding copiously and drawing breath in weak gasps. My vision's beginning to grow dim.
Hi! Dong! Ashi utte dong!
Ugh! The latest barrage of lethal pellets grazes my right thigh, knocking it violently forward with an impact like a powerful low kick. I pitch forward, crashing to the ground. Ugh! Unable even to control my fall, I clumsily smash into the rocky soil. Raising my head, I spit out the gravel and dirt that plunge into my mouth, but that's the most I can manage. I can no longer rise to my feet.
どうしましたか、風見さん。もうおしまいですか？
God damn it. I'm not your toy, old man. Sakashita's scheme is completely transparent. He's purposefully toying with me, tormenting me at length in an attempt to lure out Amane. The man emerges from the woods and advances slowly, staring down at me as he cracks open his shotgun. Ejecting the shell he fired, he retrieves another from the pouch around his waist and pushes it into the barrel.
しかしあの女、あなたを見捨ててまた一人で逃げましたね。最低のクズ女ですよ。どうして皆さんあんなうんこ女をかばうんですかね？
Oh, those are fighting words, sir. I don't offer an answer to his question. No, more accurately, I don't have the composure necessary to answer. I crawl forward on the uneven ground, every breath I take a gasp, every frantic beat of my heart sending more blood spurting out of my wounds.
やっぱあれですか？ビッチだからですか？
Oh
あ
no.
のオチとかっていう陰行教員が天音さんだけを見逃したのもやはりそういうことなんですかね？
Oh, if only you knew, sir. If only you fucking knew. Shut the fuck up. No one asked for your opinion on my woman. I'll kill you, asshole.
まだまだ元気ですね。若いですね。その多すぎる血の気をもう少し抜いてあげましょう。はい。
Yet another gunshot, this time grazing the thigh of my left leg. It's clearly not a direct hit, but as he fired from point-blank range, the impact still knocks my leg violently into the air. It feels hot more than anything else, but that probably just means my sense of pain is beginning to shut down.
Amane-san! いいんですか?
This guy's disgusting.
あなたの彼氏、無駄死にをしますよ。
Shut up! Don't call a woman in the middle of a one-on-one fight.
怠慢とか言えるほどの状況じゃないでしょ、あなた。
But even as he sneers down at me, Sakashita methodically reloads the single shell he's fired, remaining fully alert. Amane, stay away, you got that? You don't need to come back. I'll take him to hell by myself. Shit, stand up. You're going to stand up, Yuji. You weren't trained gently enough to go down this easy, were you?
Oh, また立ち上がりますか。根性、ガッツマンですね。何をそんなに頑張ってるんだが。一体何故にそこまで？確かに。
What the fuck?
なるほどね。
Why did it skip over that?
しかしね、あのスオアマネにそれだけの価値があると
I'll
は
wait for him to
私には
finish.
どうしても思えませんね。
I apologize for that. I don't know why it skipped over that. For her sake, obviously. If your daughter's life was on the line, you'd go this far yourself, wouldn't you? Then he said, true, very true, I see, I see. With that said, I simply can't imagine that Suo Amane is remotely worthy of such valiant efforts. Okay, there we go. Oh, hi, Myorin.
なんであんなクソ女のために犬死にができるんですか?
Homie, you're only reinforcing the freaking anger that he already feels towards you. You're just making it worse. Don't be an idiot. I'm off the clock right now. I've got no intention of dying like a dog for anything other than my country.
でも実際にこうしてあなたはアマネさんのために傷ついて死にかけているじゃないですか。
I was finally going to have a family of my own. If I die for her, no matter how or where, it'll never be a dog's death.
ああ、所詮はガキの綺麗事ですね。がっかりですよ。だってそうでしょ。あのクズ女、本当に一人で逃げたみたいですよ。
You just got home? Well, welcome back from work.
あなたがこんな目に遭っているというのに助けに来ようともしない。
Oh yeah, that's right. I restarted stream. You guys can contribute more points if you want.
毒虫だなんだと言われているようですが、心底抱きすべき最低のクソ虫ですね。
Mio's just like, I'm taken first this time. I gave her a strict order to stay away. She's a well-behaved, understanding woman. You might need a refresh if that's the case, Wiseman.
あなたを餌にしてあのクソ虫女を釣ろうとしていたわけですが、無駄でしたね。残念です。すみませんね、風見さん。こんなくだらん茶番に付き合わせてしまって、今楽にして差し上げますから。
Ah, that a fact? Much obliged for your trouble. Better make sure you do it right though. If I survive this, it's your turn.
ああ、そうですか。頭吹き飛ばされて生きてる人間がいるならぜひ見てみたいもんですな。はい、じゃあさようなら。
Shit. What the hell? That's it? After all that big talk, this is all I've got? Pretty lame. But Amane got away. This isn't a meaningless death. That's good enough, right? In that instant, the sound of branches snapping, bushes rustling. Don't tell me. Lifting myself up off my back, I turn to look over my shoulder to find my fears confirmed. Amane rushes forward through the forest, a gleaming kitchen knife somehow clutched at her waist, screaming a fierce war cry. Why would you scream?
Nani?
Charging forward on a collision course with Sakashita, gripping her knife tightly at the hip with two white-knuckled hands, Suo Amane is a very picture of a wrathful demon. The sheer bloody determination and hate in her eyes would have make any who see them recall the words "death before surrender." Yeah, but what if she wanted to be kind of stealthy and run up from behind him and stab him? Well, like, if that were the case, you know, she would have been able to get away with it without saying anything, really. Sakashita, momentarily overwhelmed by Amane's spirit, flinches slightly before moving to aim the shotgun in his hands. Not missing her chance, Amane lowers her body and closes the last few meters in an instant, ramming her shoulder into Sakashita's left flank. She swings the knife sheltered at her side up towards his gut. And twisting her waist forward with a thrust, she stabs the blade home with all her strength. Damn. Amane! It was a beautiful thrust, as forceful and sudden as a flash of lightning. But why? Why did you come back? You utter idiot. Within 20 feet knife wins, yeah. Amane leans forward, pushing all her body weight into the knife, twisting it in vicious circles to enlarge the wound. Oh. In the next instant, she's blown backward by a point-blank blast from Sakashita's shotgun. Oh my god. Tossed through the air like a doll by the impact, a cloud of scorched blood and pulverized flesh scatters from Amane's stomach. Snarling with rage, Sakashita readies his gun for a second shot. Oh my god! Amane! A burning red haze fills my mind. Somehow I'm pulling myself up out of a pool of my own blood. Somehow I'm staggering towards Sakashita, but slowly. So very slowly. Even in my shock and agony and fury, I understand with painful clarity that I'm moving in slow motion. At the instant the muzzle of Sakashita's gun aligns with his line of sight, I realize that he's drawn a bead on my head, and instantly twist my body to the side. Oh my god, this is brutal. The lower barrel of the shotgun flashes a brilliant red. The pellets tear past my head, taking most of my left ear with them. Scorching gas hits me full in the face, scalding my open left eye. Jesus! Even so, I lunge forward blindly, grappling with Sakashita, my hand seeking his throat. Oh my god. Sakashita swings his shotgun like a club, solidly catching the side of my head with a jarring crunch. My violently concussed brain loses all sense of balance, and I crumble to the ground. Yes, you did hear concussions. Speaking of concussion, I need to reconnect, Oh wait, no I don't. It reconnected automatically. I think. Uh-oh. Did tits freeze? Okay, there we go. Sorry, had to reconnect it to to Twitch. And I already flubbed it by not hitting F10 twice. There we go. I don't like this. I'm gonna swap through. Yeah. Yeah, literally. This guy. I hate him. I'm roused from my half-conscious daze by the sound of Sakashita's insane laughter. Ugh,
Yo! Kazami-san yo! 生きててくれたか。こいつはラッキーだ。待ってな、今このクソ虫女の目の前でぐっちゃんぐっちゃんのバラッバラに吹き飛ばしてやんよ。
Once again, he turns his gun to me, training the barrels on my head, and this time I can't move an inch. End of the line, huh? No, not yet. If nothing else, I've got to save Amane. If I can't do that, I'll really die a useless, meaningless death like the dog I've always been. Up until now, I haven't done a single worthwhile thing in my entire pathetic excuse for a life. At the end, just once, I want to protect someone I love and go to hell with my head held high. I'm not giving up yet. Come on, Sakashita, I'll glare you to death. My scorched-left eye is glued shut, but with a fierce effort of will, I force my right wide open and take in an unbelievable scene. What is she doing? Oh! Tastes bad.
このクソバカ女、話せっつってんだろうが。
話すもんか。
気持ち悪いって言ってんだよ、ほら。話せって言ってんだろうが。
They really do, don't they? Oh my god.
絶対に話すもんか。せめて腕の一本ぐらいは道連れにしてやる。あんたの腕は私が食いちぎって地獄まで持っていってやる。
ざっけんな。なめんじゃねえぞ、ほら。
Oh my god.
もう一人で逃げ出すのは嫌なのよ。一人で生き残ったっていいことなんて何もない。苦しいだけだよ。それに和樹と約束したんだよ。ユージだけは絶対に守るって約束したんだ。
いいから死ねえよ。
ユージ、ありがとう。ユージ、残念だけど、本当に残念だけど、もうお別れだね。
Well then.
ありがとう。私の罰に付き合ってくれて本当にありがとう。せっかく和樹にもらったこの命、結局私こんな生き方しかできなかったけど、それでもあんたと出会えて楽しかった。これで私やっといけるよ。だからありがとう、ユージ。そしてごめんね、ユージ。
なんだこの女、本当に人間か。
Head hurts, I'm sorry.
化け物め。
Gotta be the heat that's getting to you with your headaches.
くそ、痛え。腕の肉をごっそり食いちぎりやがった。ふざけやがって、この人食い女がくたばれ。
Much as I would like a battle-scarred war couple by the end, I don't think that's happening, right? But this is the bad ending and isn't canon to this game. This is so hard.
おい風見さんよ、あんたの女頭いかれてんぞ。
Maintaining a constant stream of curses, Sakashita pulls Amane's broken teeth from his one by one, hurling them onto the ground at his feet with a disgusted shudder. Amane, you fought hard, didn't you? Very last. Never give up. Just what I'd expect to see from the woman I fell in love with. You've got some real goddamn guts. Well done. I'd give you a hand of applause if I could. No matter what anyone says, you're the best woman in the whole damn world. You can run on ahead with that arm as Sakashita's. I'll take care of the rest. Not to worry. I'll catch you up soon. Just sit on your heels and wait.
たく、どいつもこいつも往生際の悪いったらありゃしない。私も人を撃ったのは初めてですけどね。結構しぶといもんなんですね、人間ってのは。さ 待たせしましたね。次はあなたですよ、風見さん。
Watching Sakashita's face twist in cruel pleasure through my one functioning eye, listening to his indifferent, strangely flat words with my one intact ear, a strange calm wells up within me. It's not that I've given in to despair. It's just that, for some reason, there's only one thought in my mind. A warm, wistful, silly thought, utterly out of place in this cold world. I want to eat her cooking just one more time. And right now, nothing else seems to matter. Pushing 2 shells into a shotgun with an air of finality, Sakashita tries to take a step toward me. Instead, he jerks to a halt and furrows his brow in confusion. I follow Sakashita's gaze toward the ground. Once again, we confront the unbelievable. Amane, collapsed limply at Sakashita's feet, has firmly locked her right hand around his booted ankle. No, it was Amane that got shot in the stomach. Yuji's been shot in the arm and the thighs. The color draining from his face, Sakashita quickly tries to shake his leg free, but Amane's grip doesn't falter in the slightest. Sakashita gibbers madly, his teeth chattering audibly in his mouth, bringing his shotgun to bear on Amane's body. He fires a shot point blank into her back, but her clutching hand doesn't even twitch. She's dead. She's been dead. But even in death, she won't release her grip. I see how it is, Amane. One arm wasn't enough for you, eh? Haha, greedy woman. You'll never change. With my sudden burst of laughter, the last slender thread holding Sakashita to something resembling sanity snaps. Oh my god. Adrenaline is a hell of a drug, my god. Somehow gulping in great mouthfuls of air, even as he shrieks, Sakashita kicks his leg frantically into the air, staring with goggling eyes at Amane's white hand, fighting its implacable grip to no avail. Yeah, it's still rough. Terrifying. Truly terrifying. Is that what human hatred can be? A thing that takes on a life of its own? A spirit that grows only fiercer in death? The thing clutching Sakashita's ankle is no longer Amane. It's death itself, taken Amane's form. Desperate to shake off that cold hand, Sakashita kicks violently into the air one final time and loses his balance. Tumbling hard to the rocky ground as if dragged down by Amane's body, his head strikes a boulder with a wet crack. With a strange little shriek, Sakashita stops moving. Ignoring him, I begin to crawl my way across the ground. Through the slippery blood that coats the harsh earth, I drag myself to Amane. Amane. Hey, Amane. Somehow reaching her at last, I pull myself to my knees and raise her body from the ground. I look down into her face. After so many vicious blows, nothing but a swollen mass of shattered bones. Her ruined mouth full of broken teeth is smiling contentedly at death. Staring into the face of a woman who fought to the death and beyond, a cold emptiness floods into my heart. What are you grinning for, woman? There wasn't a single damn thing in your life worth smiling about. If you didn't notice, I was trying to give you something to live for, idiot. We were still just getting started. How many damn times did I tell you? You weren't allowed to die? There wasn't a single good reason for you to die here, you complete and utter idiot. Even so, Amane died protecting the life of someone she loved. Maybe that was enough for her. Maybe that was what she'd wanted all along, but whatever the case. Amane, you died a worthy death, as a human being. Amane, well done. I'm glad I fell in love with you. I really mean that. When you told me you wanted to take Kazuki's place, I scolded you. I told you there was only one Kazuki, that no one could ever replace her. Hey Lumi, how are you? But the thing is, that's true for you as well. Always has been. No one could ever take your place. As far as I'm concerned, you were the greatest damn woman in the world. Well then, what do you know, Sakashita-san? It seems I've survived. Hey, do you remember what I told you just a little while ago? That's right, I spelled it out for you, didn't I? If I survive this, it's your turn. Remember that? Sorry to keep you waiting. Slipped my mind for a moment there. Oh, hi, Kev! It's your turn now. Lots of work on plate? Yeah, don't worry about it. Thank you for leaving a lurk. I appreciate it. I gently pull the shotgun out of Sakashita's unconscious hands. I haven't been, so I can't speak from experience, but hell might not be so bad once you get used to it, you know? Well, you head along first and send back me a postcard. I'm sure your daughter's waiting for you on the other side. Once again, I failed. Once again, I couldn't protect anyone. If only I could turn back time, it'd all be different. Just one more chance, and I'd pull it off beautifully. Once again, the weight of a woman's death settles on my shoulders. Once again, I'm alone. Holding Amane's battered cold body in my arms, I stare quietly up into the sky. There's nothing above me, nothing but a single curling column of gunpowder smoke rising silently up into the void.
Grisaia no Kajitsu.
How was that for trauma? That was a rather abrupt end to the actual bad ending to it, though. God damn. So what happened? Did they both end up dying? Or was it just Amane? I would assume because they're so far out, it took them like, what, hours just to get from point A to point B. So yeah, they would both have to be dead because of the sustained injuries. That's insane. It's just crazy how that worked out. Like, that's literally where she watched her own friends die, and then she ends up dying in a similar place. That's crazy. I do commend her, though, for doing what she did. It was stupid, yes, but she died doing and protecting the person that she loved the most in the world. Like I said, was it stupid? Absolutely. It really was stupid. I'm unsure of what to do now. I have like a little over an hour left of stream. Honestly, yeah, Nocturnal. Given the dynamic that they had going for them, despite not knowing each other for like less than a year. Well, despite knowing each other for under a year. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally understandable. Turn Amane down this time and continue the general route? Yeah. Okay, so it was right here. Now it's this one. You can't have an ending like that and then go to this menu music? I know, right? Yes, we are going down another route. Like I said, until we're able to get the full points for Dark Souls, I will continue doing Fruit of Grisaia. Speaking of... Okay, so stealing a kiss with overbearing force will go down her route. So we're gonna have to go to... This is idiotic. Can't let myself get caught up in her nonsense. This is completely idiotic. If I get caught up in Amane's nonsense and let her coax me into kissing her, it's all too obvious that the reparations she'll exact in the aftermath will leave me in staggering debt. As Amane waits patiently, her eyes closed and lips puckered like an actress in a lipstick commercial, I reach out and give her a full-force flick to the forehead. Silence, woman! Moron, did you really think I, of all people, would fall for such a blatant trap?
何よ、一瞬迷ったくせに。参ったな、マジかよとか思いつつ、ちょっとくらいいいか、キスしちゃおっかなとか思ったくせに。
You're the one who said you'd be satisfied playing my big sister, you know. Sisters don't pester their little brothers for a kiss on the mouth.
じゃあ、いないって言い切れるの?
You'd have helped her both times in the common route, or else it's not. I can't remember if I helped her or not. Yeah, we essentially have 3 routes left. I'm not sure what I want to go for next. I'm honestly kind of torn between Sachi and Michiru. Assuming Sachi even pops up. Well, yeah. I guess there's probably a few out there, but that's a seriously rare case.
ねえ、ユージ。お姉ちゃんとキスしよっか。してみたいでしょ？
This
も
woman,
う
I
しちゃい
swear.
なさいよ。
Don't start playing some incoherent character from an incest-themed porno. You're just trying to push this through by force. Thank you for the hydrate.
なんだよもう。ユージの育児なし。
In my line of work, what, you scared is a phrase you don't want to hear under any circumstances. No matter what unreasonable, reckless action you're being encouraged to take, the instant that question gets voiced, you have to spit out hell no and instantly leap into action. If you back down in the face of a taunt like that, your reputation among the group will plummet irretrievably. But we can't forget about the wonderful concept of tactical withdrawal. A dignified retreat when the situation calls for it is no act of cowardice. This is just a case. This is just such a case. Oh my god. Anyway, it's late. Head back to your own room already.
何よ。都合が悪くなると追い返そうっての？これだから男ってやつは。
I'm grateful to you for the meal and sewing and everything else. To the extent that I can't really express it in words. But this isn't the same as a romantic relationship. You're an adult woman. I think you can grasp the distinction yourself, right?
少し焦りすぎたか。うかつだったわ。もう少し外堀を埋めてから本丸に攻め込むべきだったわね。
Oh my gosh, this girl. What?
まあいいわ。今日のところは帰るよ。食べ終わったお皿は流しの桶の中に入れておいて。明日まとめて洗うから。
Something tells me somebody's super disappointed right now. I can take care of my own dishes.
何よ。私の仕事を奪う気？私はユージの仕事に何も文句を言わないんだから、あんたも私の仕事に文句言わないの。いい？
What a tyrant.
まったく、こんな都合のいい女なんて他にはいないんだからね。感謝しろとは言わないけど、あんまり雑に扱わないのよ。いい？
Yeah, got it.
わかればよろしい。じゃあ私行くね。おやすみ、ユージ。
Yeah, night. I love how he turns into a man of few words whenever stuff like this happens. The girl seems to feel some pathological need to force her way into my life. But the way Amane suddenly shows up and starts doing the housework without being asked, only to get hopping mad over something, greeted me for a while, and then vanish as quickly as she came. It inspires a definite sense of deja vu. Specifically, her fierce pushiness and burning desire to take care of others reminds me strongly of JB. If I'm comparing her to JB, who's been something like family since I was a kid, I clearly don't dislike Amane. Honestly, I enjoy her company. But it's also undeniable that I have a hard time seeing her as a love interest. How can I put this? Well, like I said, she feels more like family. Something like my older sister was to me when she was still alive. Something like my master. Something like JB. Amane's become someone I care about in that way. And that's exactly why I can't thoughtlessly take advantage of her. I don't want to end up making her cry. Those are my honest feelings right now. Geez, UJ, maybe Amane has an incest kink. You ever think of that, huh? We don't kink shame here. As I return to the first floor after my bath, I spot Sachi walking toward the front door. She's in full maid uniform, but her hands are empty. Somehow, this feels vaguely unsatisfactory. Probably proof that I've gotten accustomed to the way things work around here. Yo, Sachi.
Konpanpa, Kasami-san.
Sorry, my bad.
Ai?
Well, this is one thing I'm not sure I'll ever get used to. Sachi's ability to do absolutely bizarre things while keeping that "this is perfectly normal, why do you ask" expression on her face is really something else. So, just curious, but is talking like a dyslexic with a Russian accent some sort of fat these days? Or maybe this is some sort of code?
多分どちらも違うと思いますよ。
which would leave. I was waiting for her. Just as a new theory begins to take shape in my mind, Machina pops out from between Sachi's legs. Okay, where did you come from? Oh, hello, legend. How are you? Since when were you a bloodthirsty boxer? As I look on in silent bemusement, Machina pulls Sachi's skirt back and forth, noisily wrestling the fabric. Thank you for the 10 stream friend, I appreciate it. Sachi's calm toleration of this action reflects her trust in Machina. Or at least, I really want to believe it does. Alright, so why is Sachi talking in that bizarre way? Extreme typo? Why did the audio not go through? It changed a bunch of letters to different ones nearby on the keyboard and talked like a sausage finger grandma types. L goes to P and F becomes D. It's a popular adult pastime these days. Hey Lon, how are you? No, I feel like I got cut off unless... I believe Sachi's next, right? Machina mimes pulling a cigarette from her lips and loudly blows out the imaginary fume. Apparently, she equates adult with smoking. I managed to resist commenting on the matter, allowing Machina's deranged explanation to roll merrily onward. This smug little shit. At least a 3-player match or something.
Huh?
Well, knowing this girl, the innuendo was probably more reflexive than anything else. Also, if you're looking to recruit another player, why didn't you just invite Amane? Come to think of it, I guess it is about that time of day. And that's why you dragged Sachi into this instead? Tell me, Sachi, what do you think of the games Machina comes up with?
マキちゃんの遊びは悪く言うと珍妙。よく言って奇抜ですから、いろいろ勉強になります。微妙な判定が出ちゃったのだけど、お兄ちゃんも一緒に遊んでくれる？
Oh my god. Much to my regret, I'm unable to play extreme typos for religious reasons.
それは嘘なのよ。
What a nice excuse, it's against my religion. Why do you say that?
それはこれからサッチンが説明するのよさ。
Machina gives Sachi's back a vigorous thump, prompting her to take a step forward.
かさみさんか先ぽとパツケンしたとき、視線かピタリに泳いでいました。ピトか嘘をつくときの典型的な特徴です。
It seems this combination is more dangerous than one might expect. Okay then, give me a demonstration first.
了解なのよさ。
As soon as those energetic words leave Machina's mouth, the two of them turn to face each other, assuming a conversational posture.
ウエース、サッチン。ウエース。そういえば、サッチン。昨日の夜パ何食べた？明太子のパスタとシーサーサラダかな。なに？貴様、日本橋に勤めてるおしゃれな OL 一人か。ペラポーメー。じゃあ、マキちゃんぱ昨日何してた？ファイナルチオクラピックチャンネルでカラパコス諸島の特集見てた。
This is confusing the crap out of me. I think I'm losing brain cells. Avery is running away, I feel that. I love Machina, but oh my god. I see. Keeping track of all those rules seems like it would be surprisingly difficult. And depending on how skillful you are at rephrasing things, you might be able to come up with sentences that don't use many of the letters at all. And there's also some sentences, like that one, where nearly every word has to be altered. Where's this coming from all of a sudden? So she associates the Galapagos Islands with Mexican, and then in Mexican she's thinking of tacos. In that case, why don't you go ask Amane if she can add tacos to tonight's menu? Within seconds, Machina's slippers are squeaking furiously up the stairs to the second floor, all else forgotten in pursuit of her prize. We actually went through Machina's route the first time we played this. We just wrapped up on Amane's, and now we're heading towards Sachi's route. Little puddles of drool mark the path she followed. What can I say? The girl really does resemble a hyperactive 10-year-old at times. When I turn back, Sachi hasn't budged an inch. In fact, she's staring at me intently. Yeah, he's basically big brother love to her. Sachi, don't you need to start dinner yourself? What's more, she's still observing the rules of the game. And now that I look closely, I kind of get the feeling there's something like expectation burning in her eyes. Alright then, want to try this extreme typos with me? Seems my gut feeling was correct on this one. Sachi responds eagerly. Since I'm a student now, wasting a little time on this sort of pointless nonsense seems vaguely appropriate, but I don't want a reputation as a sort of goofy twit who enjoys this sort of game for its own sake. Alright, let's talk details first. Bring it back to normal for now. Her tone betraying a hint of regret, Sachi closes her eyes for a moment. Probably consciously deactivating her extreme typo mode. The thing is, this game doesn't really seem to have a set ending. Let's make it into a match. First person to slip up loses. They're not directly related by blood. It's basically she adopted Yuji as her big brother figure. Yeah. Due to Machina's past, she has the tendency to latch on anybody she sees as a father figure, and Yuji happened to be the one because, well, he joined the school, and yeah. That's the reason why their dynamic is the way that it is. Let's see. No climbing up entirely or ignoring your opponent's requests. That should be enough. Hadn't thought about that part, but well, I guess that'll encourage us to take the match a little more seriously. She's seriously fired up about this. Well, if I win, I guess I'll ask you to take care of my laundry or something. Laundry lackey? That's not really what I said. Anyway, what do you want me to do if you win, Sachi? Oh boy. This is where it gets good. Date me! Date me, Yuji! If Amane or Michiru asked me for this kind of a blank check, going along with it would be far too risky. But I'm pretty confident Sachi's not going to demand anything too outrageous. Yeah, that's alright by me. You grossly underestimate her there, Yuji. You are underestimating her. Oh, you are in for it. And so, I begin my bizarre verbal duel with Sachi. Do I I really have to read this out loud? Huh. Good evening. So, how are things going with you? Had to be. I hate this. Good to hear. Considering the way Sachi kept up this game perfectly right until the moment I asked her to stop, winning this match probably won't be easy. By the way, can you name that famous sandwich steamed poultry dish with the sesame saute? What? What are words? Oh. Bang bang chicken. Okay then, how about the park-sized arthropod designated as a dangerous animap under Japanese law? Chimpanzee. Name an unconventional trip ride that uses the pastet dort a rubber to punt a passenger upward. Oh my god. What is this? I thought the tatapups would be pretty tricky to pronounce, maybe leading to a stumble on the easier second word, but she brushes off this combo attack as easily as the rest. And we're on an ad break. We're gonna pop on over to our BRB screen. I'm gonna put some words on stream up. And we'll be back once the ad break is done. And maybe I'll recover some of my brain cells. Maybe not. Who knows? Alright, I'm a little late past outbreak finishing, but it's all good. I needed to refill my water, but we are back. Let me go ahead and turn off autopilot. And let's jump back on over to getting tongue-tied and losing more brain cells. Thank you for that hydrate, high tech. Hey! Rude! I have about like 14 more minutes before my next Adderall dose. Which means we got about like 45 minutes left to stream. I did not expect to go through Amane's route endings that quickly. I really did not. I figured it would have taken like the entirety of this stream. Yeah, there's a thip in the air. Why? I don't like this. Potato combination. Dish and thips. I mean, it's dish and thips. Can't argue with you on that one. Oh my god.
近年二酸化炭素の放出が牽引で地球温暖化に影響を与えていると言われている農法は何と言いますか?
Spash and burn. Acritupture.
さすがかさみさんです。ピッカケモン隊にもピッカかってくれませんでした。
Slams headed to. Oh my god. Oh. Not dish and thips. Dish and thips. That was a trap? The question sounded 10 times more. Did it tough to say than the answer? Next, Sachi draws near and holds out a small slip of paper toward me. You're thinking about Dippin' Dots, but Dippin' Fish? I haven't had Dippin' Dots in fucking forever. I've only had them one time. Like, ever in my entire... Actually, no. No, I take that back. I did work next to a Dippin' Dots when I was working at a theme park. I'd get Dippin' Dots for free. Oh? I accept the scrap of paper, then unfolded to find a few lines of neat text scribbled across the interior. Cold fish ball dessert? Ew, that sounds weird. Taguchi-chan, who utilizes slash-and-burn agriculture, stuffs her cheeks with bang-bang chicken and fish and chips while riding the catapult bungee. The heck is this? Oh no, no, don't make me read it out loud! So that's your game, is it? In this match, there's no set rule limiting the means by which you can influence your opponent's response. Sachi cannily spotted this loophole and identified it as the surest path to victory. Very wep. I gently shut my eyes and draw the muscles around my solar plexus taut. Carefully perceiving the flow of energy now surging through my body, I direct the current of force into a swirling whirlpool, terminating in a single point at the core of my body. What do you mean he called out? Huh? Oh. Oh, I see now. I see now. Oh, that fucking blows. Oh, that sucks. No! We're screwed! I take it Martine's not gonna be here this week either. Carefully perceiving the flow of energy now surging through my body, I direct the current of force into a swirling whirlpool, terminating in a single point at the core of my body. Yep, we dead. We dead for sure. Once, twice, 3 times. And in the next instant, I unleash that power like a coiled spring. Takufi-thon, who utilizes spash and burn agriculture, studs her theeks with bank thickden and dish and thips wipe reading the Tatapup's bungee. My brain hurts. My brain hurts.
今、客パンチって言えてませんでしたよね。
Oh, my brain hurts. And so the match ended all too quickly in my ignominious defeat. I know it's just a game, but losing to you is honestly pretty frustrating. Well, it'd just be lame to take a match like this seriously, especially since I was playing against a younger female classmate. Maybe I let her win? Or so I attempt to console myself, without much success.
マキちゃんにパ聞かなかった奥の手か、風見さんにパ通用しました。
Of course it wouldn't work on Makina. She's the one that you two made up the game. Okay, first of all, can you go back to normal now?
そうでした。
Yep, no dedicated frontliner damage dealer this week, just a squishy healer and Mandals. And a Bagon that also happens to be our freaking, like, meat shield in some way, shape, or form. Who owns a house now. Must say, though, I wasn't expecting you to be that good, class rep.
ごつんです。
No, it wasn't. Why are you spouting sports cliches of all of a sudden? All of a sudden. And for some reason, she's acting shy about it.
勝負ごとに勝った時はこうやって賛辞を受けるのでは?
He might be more squishy, but he rolls better most of the time. You know, it's just because he rolls better most of the time. Only if you're a professional athlete with muscles where your brain should be.
そうだったんですか。私、風見さんのおかげでまた一つ賢くなりました。
Not that I hadn't noticed before, but Sachi's knowledge of the world is decidedly warped in many areas. So, what's my punishment for losing?
それについてなのですが。
Sachi's words trail off hesitantly halfway through the sentence. What's wrong? Haven't you made up your mind yet?
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが。
Then spit it out already.
では、風見さんに勝った私のことを褒めてもらっても。
Why is she so cute? Oh my god, I hate it. Huh? Unable to comprehend Sachi's bizarrely simplistic request, I answer with an incredulous grunt.
やっぱりダメでしょうか?
Before I decide, I'd really like to hear why you chose that of all things.
それは風見さんに褒めてほしいと思ったからです。
Am I still hungry after 2 large pizza, wings, and garlic bread? Now had 2 burgers with a works and a tub of ice cream? I can't even fathom eating that much, even without medication. I have had 2 donuts today, an apple, and a Nutri-Grain bar, and water. That is what I have eaten since I woke up this morning. My appetite is dead. I cannot fathom eating that much in one go. No, thank you. Yeah, and I'm asking why.
これは自分でもどうしてなのかわからないのですが、風見さんに褒めてもらえると胃の上のあたりが温かくなるんです。
Oh no, I know for sure a lot of the sizes are much smaller, but still, it still sounds like a copious amount of food regardless. Because aren't your burgers like literally like the size of like maybe the palm of your hand, if that? It's not necessarily like the entirety of your hand, right? Sachi's tentative, questioning tone suggests her own understanding of the matter is still incomplete. Oh wait, I got 5 minutes left. I need to change out my alarms on my phone later. But from our interactions to date, I'm well aware that this girl never tells a lie. Which would mean these are unquestionably her true feelings. You feel the same way when someone else compliments you?
それもよくわかりません。
Still though, that is a lot of food and that is a lot of salt and fat. How are you still hungry? Well, then again, I can answer that for you. It's the chemicals and stuff that they put into fast food. It kind of messes with your hunger cues. And because of the ingredients that are in it, it literally leaves you satiated for a short period of time. And the next thing you know, you're eating more.
この学園に転校してきた当初は、Amaneさんやみちる様から褒められることもあったのですが、最近はそういう機会も減ってきているので。
Say it's like taking a pack of ramen, cooking that, not bulking it up or anything, and then finding yourself hungry 20 minutes later. Oh, hi, Glitch Angel. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Well, I guess I can understand that. After a while, your actions do tend to inspire concern more than gratitude.
そうでしょうか。
Yeah.
その境目が難しいです。
With those words, Sachi closes her eyes and sinks into thought. Well, the request itself isn't unreasonable, and it wouldn't be particularly unpleasant for me, but... It's not necessarily slowed down eating, it's more or less you need more, like, whole foods. Like, your grains and stuff. Those are quick carbs, so it runs through your system super fast and gives you that insulin spike. But it doesn't leave you feeling it doesn't leave you feeling full. I don't know. Who is it? Who is it? I like this. Praise Sachi or ask for an alternate penalty. Why do we want to ask for an alternate penalty right now? Okay, we'll leave this as a save. And we'll praise Sachi. Alright, fine. I don't have any problem with praising you, if that's what you want.
本当ですか?
Yeah. Stop looking at your noodle. Hello, Donnie, who's not here. Thank you for the 3-stream streak. I appreciate it. Defeating me in a match is worthy of recognition, and it's only natural to praise someone when they deserve it. I think someone might have told me the exact same thing a long time ago. What's wrong? Did I say something strange?
いえ、何でもありません。ありがとうございます。
Sachi responds to my question with unusual haste, then bows deeply for a moment as if to collect herself. So, as for the details, what kind of praising are you looking for specifically?
それは風見さんにお任せします。100% 風見スタイルで大丈夫です。
She's very vague with this, isn't she? That's quite the vague request. That said, it wouldn't be fair to break my promise after the fact, even in something as inconsequential as this. I draw close to Sachi and reach out my hand toward her head.
明かりを消してもらってもいいでしょうか?
Despite all of the comments that she makes, she is being so freaking shy right now, and it's absolutely adorable. What?
改まられると緊張してしまうので、できれば部屋を暗くしていただきたいのですが。
Yuji's probably sitting thinking, but this isn't like this is just like any other time. What's the difference now? Normally, Sachi can strip off her clothes in public without a hint of embarrassment, but at the moment, a rare pink blush has spread across her face. Just for future reference, that sort of line should only be used when you're getting in bed with someone. I gently shoot down Sachi's feeble entreaty and place my hand on top of her head. Oh, hi, Spectre. You beat me fair and square. Pretty amazing work, Sachi. This has to be the first time I've touched Sachi's head. And yet, the feeling of her hair under my hand is oddly pleasant. There's even something vaguely nostalgic about this sensation. Very nicely done. Sachi went stiff as a board at first. Oh. One moment. Okay, I'm good. Sachi went stiff as a board at first, but soon closes her eyes in apparent pleasure. As her body relaxes underneath my hand, I begin to slowly pet her head. Right, left, right. Every time my hand moves, little bits of gibberish dribble from Sachi's mouth. Why is this so cute? It's kind of amusing to watch.
素が揺さぶられています。
And when she describes her brain being shaken to goo, I'm really not doing it that forcefully. Sachi sways back and forth helplessly in time with the with the gentle movements of my hand. This is another first for us, but for some reason the motion comes naturally to me.
ありがとうございます。もう大丈夫です。
There. My daily pill box is empty except for the melatonin I take at night now. Although I don't think I will be needing it tonight. Right. Snapping out of it at the sound of Sachi's voice, I quickly draw back my hand. I think I ended up going at her head for a relatively long period of time without even realizing it. And for some reason, she's currently staring intensely at my hand. So how was it? Did the pit of your stomach get warm again?
はい。風見さんの手からはマイナスイオンのようなものが出ているんでしょうか。不思議です。
In typical Sachi style, the girl asked this question with a perfectly straight face. If so, I'd have to see about selling off the technology to some manufacturer of home appliances. Sounds like exactly the sort of feature the gullible housewives of the world would love to have in their toasters.
では、私はその技術を買った家電メーカーを買い取ります。
You have that kind of scratch lying around?
持っていませんよ。
Not surprising. Well, anyway, I guess this should do it for my penalty?
はい、風見さん、グッジョブです。
Oh, Yuji, you poor sweet summer child, you. This is only the beginning. Sachi offers me an enthusiastic thumbs up.
それで、もしよければなのですが、これからも私のことを褒めていただけると嬉しいです。
I suppose. I wasn't really planning to cut off your compliments in the first place. If you act in a way worthy of recognition again, I guess I'll probably praise you again.
ありがとうございます。
I thought my response kind of brusque, if anything. But Sachi blushes the same shade of pink as before and offers me a bow of thanks. A bow of thanks, oh my god. That said, if we happen to duel again, I fully intend to win.
では、私も今から山ごもりの修行を始めます。
That's your prerogative, but don't forget to attend class, alright?
そうでした。私、授業のことをすっかり忘れていました。
The thing about Sachi is, you know this isn't a joke. He genuinely did forget. In any case, I've learned something from the time I spent with this honest girl today. The act of praising someone, the sensation of petting their head. I've been making a habit of wrestling Makina's hair around lately, but somehow this felt different. Exactly what that feeling was remains unclear to me, but whatever it was, for some reason, I enjoyed it. I guess Makina's games aren't all bad. Somehow, those had become my honest thoughts on the matter. Abracadabra chupacabra, huh? As the second recess period of the day begins, a highly suspicious ritual unfolds before my eyes. Hey Sakaki, our classmate seems to be using her twin tails as antennas in an attempt to intercept human brainwaves.
いつものことでしょ。
Well, maybe not, but that strikes me as a problem in its own right.
いでよ、大魔人サチ。パパラパ。
What is
お
this?
呼びでしょうか、みちる様。
Pa-pa-da-pa. Completely indifferent to our whispers, Michiru finishes chanting her incantation. A powerful djinn promptly answers the call. Oh my god, what is
それっ
this?
てランプのせいだっけ？
そうよ。ただサチに用事を頼むだけでもバリエーションは出してかないとと思ってね。
その必要あるか？
あるわよ。昨日だって今のやりとりを成功させるために2時間もリハーサルをやったんだから。そのほとんどは参考にしようとした某アニメ DVD にみちる様が見入られてしまったからなのですけど。
Leave it to Michiru.
ああ、そう。
で、サチ、あんた化粧水とかも常備してたりする？はい、それなら確か 以前Amaneさんに化粧を教えてもらった時
I forgot about that makeup lesson. As soon as she understands Michiru's request, Sachi trots off to her oversized storage locker in the back of the classroom.
お待たせしました。これですよね。
そうそう、ありがとうってそうだ。ついでにパフも持ってない？パフパフするやつ。
持っているといえば持っているのですが、みちる様にご満足いただけるかどうかは。
With those words, Sachi grasps her chest with both hands. Poking them out?
ほうほう、これはつつましくも確かな柔らかさが。へえ、私が言ってるのはパフパフじゃなくてパフよ。コットンパフ。
She didn't even finish saying memories. Oh my god. Oh.
そちらの方
Thank
で
you for
し
the
たか。
hydrate.
同音異義語は難しいです。
I mean, at least it didn't take her this, a little, yeah, words. At least it didn't take her as long as I thought it would for her to catch on to that. It could have been much worse.
いやいや、あんたがややこしくしてるだけだってば。
Yuji's over here like, somebody asked Sachi for a favor, leading to a subtle but bizarre misinterpretation. In the end, someone heaves an exasperated sigh. This, too, is hardly anything out of the ordinary. I've seen something of this sort so many times since coming to this school that it's practically part of the scenery by now. But when you stop and think about it...
何黄昏てやがる坊主。
I'm not brooding. Also, I'm not your son. That's all good, Fiji. Don't worry about it.
でも背中が泣いているように見えたのよ。
I suppose you could compare heavy sweat soaking through the back of your shirt to crying. But I'm not currently a person.
話が脱線しかけてるけど、今さっちゃんのこと目で追ってたわよね。
I don't mind you butting into the conversation, but do me a favor and keep your tits to yourself.
チェ、考え事してる時でもダメか。
Wait, Discord status hasn't been updated for a while? What? Really? It's popping up that it's fine for me, that it says that I'm live streaming. If you want to take me by surprise, you're going to need more dramatic measures. I'd recommend knocking me unconscious. Maybe sleeping pills or something of the sort.
その手があったか。
I thought it was fixed recently. I mean, it's been popping up for me all the time, though. I haven't seen anything popping up in just green recently. Because the last time I reconnected Twitch to my account, it was fine. Of course, if she actually tried mixing some drug into my food, I'm confident I'd notice 8 times out of 10.
でもさ、なんでさっちゃんのこと見てたの？
Well, just thinking about how familiar that routine of hers is by now.
そう言われるとちょっと耳が痛いかな。
Why is that?
なんていうかな。
Why is it?
私たち
I'll have
って
to update it after
さっち
stream
ゃん
then.
の真面目さに甘えすぎちゃってるところがあるから。
That's weird, because it's purple on my end.
それを傍から見たらひどいことしてるように見えちゃうこともあると思うんだよね。
Let me check something real quick, actually. I know I shouldn't be getting distracted with this, but... I don't know. But yeah, I'll check it after stream.
でも、ユージにも分かっててほしいのは、私たちにそういう意図は全くないってこと。私が遊び相手にサッチンを選ぶのもそうだけど、チルチルだってサッチンとはマブダチなのよさ。
So you're saying that faithful servant routine's an expression of friendship or something?
兄ちゃんなら見ればわかると思うのだけど、サッチンは全然嫌がったりしていないのよ。
Well, I guess not. Compared to the others, Michiru tends to request menial gopher-style errands pretty frequently, but Sachi never shows any sign of irritation. On the contrary, she often overflows with gratitude, as if being given work offers her satisfaction in itself. But objectively speaking, a charitable attitude that extreme has to be considered downright abnormal. Pretty interesting girl in that sense.
ちょっと、まさかユージ、さっちゃんのこと。
Cue the jealousy! I see where you're going with this, but that's not what I meant.
そっか。
But still, Amane Sachi, eh?
お呼びでしょうか、風見さん。
That timing. Impressive job picking up on my muttering, but no. No, I did not.
そうですか。
Sorry about that.
いえ、年頃の男性が性的に興味のある異性の名をつぶやいてしまうのはよ
God
く
damn
あ
it,
ることだ
Sachi.
と聞いています。
God damn it. Don't lump me together with pure-hearted youths who can find joy in a crumpled old porn mag discovered under the boardwalk.
はい、風見さんがそうおっしゃるならそうします。
Oh my god. Right then. This is strange as well. When I offer a retort to some weird statement as Sachi's, she'll fully accept my rebuke, basically overwriting her previous opinion. True, she often mumbles something like, "Is that so?" first, but that's nothing more than a rhetorical question or request for clarification, not an attempt to argue. Roughly speaking, Sachi's responses to her orders run along a fixed course from confirmation to consent and finally implementation.
でもサチって前よりちょっと変になったわよね。ああ、やっぱりミチルもそう思う？だってね、
She's down bad for Yuji.
前からトンチンカンなところはあったけど、下着姿で投稿してくることなんてなかったし。
She's got it bad, man. So what brought on the change?
はあ？あんた何言ってるのよ。そんなの一つしかないじゃない。
Damn.
そうね。
The two nod to each other, and four narrowed eyes focus on my face. Made that 6 eyes. Well, counting a certain somebody who's begun to stare contemptuously in my direction without even lifting her chin from her hand, I guess it's actually 6. Sorry, but passionate gazes aren't going to get you what you want. Try flowers and a box of chocolates.
それがよりにもよってこんなのでしょ。さすがに今の返しは言いたかったかな。
In short, they want to say this is my fault. Then again, I am the first male student in this school. In that sense, I'm acting as a foreign element added to a relatively stable mixture. Since Sachi's been forced to adjust to living in a dorm with me, I guess some changes in her behavior and attitude wouldn't be surprising. Well, I won't deny my role in this.
お兄ちゃんにしてはなかなか殊勝な発言なのよ。
Newcomers have to keep their heads down after all.
何を今更。
She always has to have the last word, I swear. I feel like I heard a cranky spirit griping about something in the corner of the classroom, and I'm going to say I was just hearing things. But precisely because I'm a newcomer, there's a specific aspect of our class representative's behavior I'm beginning to wonder about. I have to say though, I've been here a couple months now, but I haven't seen Sachi refuse a request even once. The instant I put my observation into words, Amane's eyes open wide in shock. To rephrase, it seems like Sachi's dictionary doesn't include the word impossible. I didn't mean anything else by it.
あ、ごめん。ユージの言ってることは分かってたんだけど。改めて考えてみると、さっちゃんが頼み事を断ったことってあったかなと思って。
What? You haven't seen it happen either, Amane?
うん、多分そうだと思うけど。ねえ、マキナ。あんたはさっちゃんが何かを断ってるとこ見たことある？さっちんが断ってるとこ？それは見たことないけど。じゃあチルチルはさっちんがお願いを断ったとこ見たことある？え？そんなの普通に考えたらあるに決まって。
That pause. That pause confirmed it all. Even Michiru, who seems to have provided the largest volume of requests by a significant margin.
じゃあユミコはあんた最初からこの学園にいたんだからさすがに1回くらいは見たことあるでしょ。小峰さんがここに来たのはあなたより後なんだから期間的な条件は同じでしょ。ってことは見たことないわ。
In other words, despite living in close proximity to her far more than half a year, none of you have ever seen Sachi say no to someone?
ちょっと待って、それが本当だったらすごいことじゃない？
It's Taco Tuesday. Chaos gets tacos.
すげえよ、サッチ何者だよ。
Makina's reaction is actually pretty understandable. Even if, by some chance, everyone's forgotten an occasion or two when Sachi did say no, this strong a consensus must mean she's gone along with their requests an overwhelming majority of the time. Usually, you'd only expect that kind of self-sacrifice from the Holy Mother reincarnate, or a very well-trained soldier. I know, right? Can I get tacos too? Well, calling it a discussion might be a bit of an overstatement, but...
要約すると、サッチンは誰とでもする便利な女ってことなのよさ。
Really, Makina? Really?
全然違う。
Thank you, Amane. Thank you. God damn it, this girl.
そんなに力強くされたら耳から脳汁が流れ出ちゃうのよさ。ほらほら、ビビリのユミコが怖がるからそういう例え禁止。
You made way too many IRL? Ooh. Okay, moving on. I've got one question I want to ask you, Sachi.
何でしょうか?
Can you remember refusing any request since you came to this school? Even one?
そうですね。
Ooh, chicken tacos? Ooh, sounds good.
唐突に電源オフ？
あ、すみません。今自分の記憶を検索していたのですが、私の覚えている限りではないと思います。
ってことは本当に今まで一度も私たちのお願いを断ったことがないってこと？
The look of shock on their faces. It speaks many volumes.
感動した。今までありがとう、サチ。ほんと。さすがクラスの委員長さんなのよさ。
Michiru and the others abruptly swarm around Sachi, surprised and enthusiastic to discover such an impressive feat so close at hand. They resemble nothing so much as an eccentric soccer team, mobbing a defender for scoring the come-from-behind goal in extra time, not extreme time. Words. On the other hand, the hero in question doesn't quite seem to understand why she's getting the star treatment all of a sudden. You can practically see the question marks floating above her head. A bit late in the game, but it seems they've finally taken note of your meritorious service, Sachi.
功績ですか?
そうそう、サチって実はできる子だったんだなって。
Better late than never, I guess? Oh shit, you know what I forgot to do today? I had a paper to fill out from the pharmacy that I got my medication from, and I was supposed to do that last night and put it out in the mailbox this morning, and I totally forgot about it. But after stream, I'll just take it out to the mailbox afterwards. It's all good.
ある意味、そこら辺にいるメイドさんよりメイドさんっていうのかな。
そうでしょうか。
だってほら、この前だってジャケットがこんなのって言っただけで私が欲しかった CD 手に入れてくれたし。
あの時はインターネット上でいろんな質問ができるサイトに投稿したら 親切な人が商品名と売っている場所を教えてくれたんです。
ヤフーの知恵袋。私が本物の地域限定コシヒカリってどんな味なんだろうってつぶやいた時も次の日持ってきてくれたわよね。まだパッケージ前の状態で。
はい、上越新幹線で片道1時間45分。現地農家の小林さんから直接譲っていただきました。
We have about 9 minutes before we go ahead and wrap up stream for today. If it took an hour 45 to get out there, we're probably talking about the Jutsu rice growing region. Girl must have been wandering around way out in the sticks.
じゃあゾンビがうじゃうじゃって出てくるゲームの海外限定版はどうやって手に入れてくれたのよ。
それは eDay っていう海外のオークションで未開封の商品を見つけたんだよ。
It's eDay, not eBay. It's eDay.
そんなことまでやっていたなんて。
と言っても私自身が何か特別なことをしてるわけじゃないですし。
Apparently Sachi's finally caught on to the fact that she's being praised, as her cheeks have grown slightly red. She did mention that Amane and Michiru haven't been complimenting her as much as they used to, so this sudden barrage of appreciation might be fairly enjoyable. Nothing particularly special, huh? True, our community is small-scale and relatively isolated from the outside world, but she's offered her help to everyone here quite literally without fail. That alone would be pretty remarkable by almost any standard, but Sachi seems to be completely oblivious to this fact. Of course, when you hear never once, I think it's only human nature to feel a little interest in seeing the streak broken. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's just like that's not in Sachi's nature to sit back and say no to anybody. She's a people pleaser. I guess it might go without saying, but the laundry facilities in our dormitory are pretty high class. The machines are state-of-the-art combination washer-dryers. So long as you can handle pushing a button, the rest is pretty much automatic. My attitude toward housework has always been indifferent at best, but these things still make my life noticeably easier. For example, I'm currently heading to the 3rd floor, secure in the knowledge I can get my laundry more or less taken care of in the time it takes my rice to cook.
回る回る地球と一緒にドラムが回るそいつを見てたら目も回るいいヤッヒー
When I reach the top of the stairs, I find Sachi in front of the machine, singing a funky avant-garde tune to herself as the laundry tumbles around inside. If you've lost your way in life, I'll lend an ear to your troubles.
どちらかというと風見さんの言葉の意図を把握するのに困っているのですが
Alright, then what was this song just now? Or what was with the song just now?
作詞作曲イリス・マキナ編曲周防天音による心の選択乙女心は洗剤いらずという歌です
Washing clean the soul, a maiden's heart needs no detergent? What a song name. I see. Understood. I'll buy that. The only people I can picture coming up with a song like that are A. Drunken office workers lying around a train station at 2:30 in the morning, and B. Irisu Makina.
ちなみに今日の洗濯物は下着が2枚とメイド服が2着です
And you're telling me this why?
老婆心ながら風見さんが知りたそうな顔をされていたので
Appreciate the thought, but that was your mistake.
すみません風見さんほどの人なら回転するドラムの中身を視認することも容易でしたよね
Sachi, my friend, I'm genuinely curious. Just what kind of skills do you think I've been developing? Okay, let's just change the subject. Since you're up here watching your laundry, I guess you already ate dinner?
はいあとはお洗濯とお風呂に入って一日もおしまいというところです
I see. A wholesome rhythm of life you got there. Very much the model student.
ちなみに風見さんはもう食べられたんですか
I like how she's just stripping right here in the middle of this of the room. No, not yet. Why?
聞くところによると夕食はなるべく21時前にとった方がいいらしいですよ
Apparently it's harder to gain weight that way, yes.
すでにご存知だったんですねさすが風見さんです
More importantly, Sachi.
はい何でしょう
Can I go ahead and smack you at this point?
強引なのは嫌いじゃないのですが私としては ちゃんと手順を踏んでほしいと言いますか。
Once again, I find myself wondering whether you're even a human being.
不思議です。なぜでしょうか。
Take a look at yourself and think about it. Specifically, what you're wearing.
下着姿です。
Yes, yes you are. Tell me, are you the type who finds sexual excitement in exposing yourself in front of other people?
いえ、違います。
Then why did you take off your clothes?
それは、これからお風呂に入ろうと思ったからです。
I see. This room's right next to the grand bath, so you're trying to make efficient use of the time spent waiting for your laundry?
ご明察です。
I mean, yeah, it's convenient, but it's just the fact that she's standing here around with Yuji and just like strips out of nowhere so nonchalantly. That said, efficiency isn't really enough of a reason to justify this personal strip show. But should I even bother trying to explain that to her?
風見さんも入りますか？
In what? Your flashing enthusiast club?
いえ、そちらではなく、お風呂の方のお話です。
Well, I believe I've just received an unambiguous invitation to take a bath with a classmate of the opposite gender. But as I understand it, for men and women beyond the age of puberty, such an act requires either a financial transaction or a certain degree of pre-existing intimacy. Sachi and I are merely classmates. We're not in a relationship, and we're not blood-related siblings. I want to think it's natural for me to feel a little dubious here. Thank you for the hydrate posture check and
風見
stretch.
さんさえ良ければなので。
I was thinking that we could go ahead and say hello to our friend L&D today. She's playing some Genshin Impact right now. Unless we have somebody else in mind and somebody uses a guide the raid channel point redeem. Let's see. I don't find the idea particularly objectionable, but I'll pass this time.
そうですか。
Bold of you to assume I have a mind. Oh my god. For one thing, I'm currently in the middle of making dinner.
すごいです。風見さんはすでに時間の有効活用を考えていたんですね。
Okay, I guess we're seeing Nikki tonight. Playing some Dead by Daylight, I believe. Oh yeah, more or less. For another thing, I have a feeling it'd be difficult to make up an excuse if one of the others walked in on us.
では、それはまた別の機会にということで。
Yeah, sounds about right. Enjoy the bath.
はい。風見さんも私の入浴姿を置かずにご飯を食べる作業を頑張ってください。
Maybe a smack upside the head would have been best after all? Looks like it's about time. After quickly double-checking the clock on the wall, I leave my room. When I reach the third floor, I find the laundry room empty. Of course, since there's only 6 boarders in this dormitory, that's hardly unusual in itself, but... As I bend forward to retrieve my dried laundry, I notice something slightly odd about this picture. Wonder how long it'll take for her to realize she will have her own stream open because of the raid. What? Oh, right. I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, wait, what? Then I realized she said she'd leave up my stream since she's also a moderator for me. Yeah, I just realized that. Sachi left her laundry in the machine? These machines take approximately 70 minutes to wash and dry a load of clothing. When Sachi headed off to take her bath, the display on her machine read somewhere around 15 minutes. In other words, it's been sitting here ready for nearly an hour. My master once told me young women love their long-ass baths, but 70 minutes is a little much. And it's hard to believe Sachi would have returned without taking her laundry, especially since we were just talking about efficiency. Above all else, I don't think I've ever seen her leave a job so sloppily unfinished before. Something feels wrong about this. Even if Sachi really is just taking a long soak, it shouldn't be a problem if I call out to her through the door. When I make my way into the changing room, Sachi's slippers quickly catch my eye. Hard to picture her wandering off barefoot for no good reason, which would mean... Sachi, it's me. Are you in there? I tried calling out from near the door, but there's no response. I can't make out the sound of running water either, so it doesn't seem like she's in the middle of a shower. Go check on her juicy Yuji. Oh my god. In that case, I think immediate action's called for. Sachi, if you're in here, respond. This time, I shout Sachi's name loudly, but there's still nothing that sounds like a reply. What's that? But when I give the room a careful survey, I notice a small head poking out of the water next to the far window. It got to her head and now she's hallucinating from the warmth. Oh my goodness. And she's mumbling quietly to herself. Counting something? Puzzled, I approach Sachi along the edge of the bath. A few meters away, I finally notice that her eyes aren't open. Sachi? The instant I understand that Sachi's muttering deliriously, I reach into the warm water and pull her head out of the bath. Yep, she was in there for way too long. I do think this is a good place to stop, though. As she's still speaking. But no, I do believe this is a good place to stop. It is 6 p.m. I need to go cook dinner because I need to get some food in my stomach, even though my appetite's just dead right now. But, you know, that's okay. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and close out of this. And we're gonna go ahead and read out. But yes, thank you, High Tech. If you want more, I do have my beacon posted in the commands listed. If you feel like following me on Twitter, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to do more uploads with YouTube Shorts and trying to upload my VODs frequently. And also, if you want to be updated on anything that happens or when I go live, hit ! Discord and chat and join the Discord. I will say this though, you do have to verify yourself and wait upwards of 10 minutes in order to be able to type anything in the channels. I want to work on creating reactive roles so that way you're not dealing with the enormous amount of channels that I have available, so you'll be able to be selective in what you choose to do. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for the day. We're gonna go say hello to Chaotic Nikki. Like I said, she's currently playing some Dead by Daylight. She's playing killer rounds right now. She is an RPD as Wraith at the moment. But let's go send the love her way. Let's get these raid messages going. If you are subscribed, use the first raid message. If you aren't, please use the second one. I will be back on tomorrow where we'll be starting Chicory, a colorful tale. I know typically I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I'm trying to add a little bit extra during the week so that way I can give myself a little bit more time to kind of adjust and create a different schedule. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out today. I had a lot of fun. It was actually much easier to concentrate. It really was. I wasn't getting as heavily distracted as I usually do. And I hope it stays that way. But anyway, let's go send the love over Nikki's way. I will see you all again tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. EST for, like I said, Chicory, a colorful tale. It will take upwards of 2 streams, so we'll be doing that on Wednesday and Thursday. Until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful afternoon tomorrow, and I will see you all again later. Bye, everyone!